That one sucked the sliding glass door off my hotel room in the middle of the night. Mother Nature can unleash a fury of no other. FEMA deploys to natural disasters. They need subject matter experts, whether it be temp power, roads, transportation, search and rescue, and ESF 12, which is all things energy.
My name is Jose Rojas, and I'm the communication specialist for ESF 12.
My name is Shane Hester, and I am a CERT responder, which is Catastrophic Incident Response Team.
My name is Cliff Wilson. My job with ESF 12 is I'm on the Catastrophic Incident Response Team.
So as a CERT member, we're the ones that we're there first, if you will. When a storm is approaching, if there's time, they try and put us there first before the storm hits, so that afterwards, after the storms calm down, after the floods subside a little bit, we can go to work. You're sitting in a lobby and you're just hearing stuff beat up against the metal shutters and the metal walls, and parts of the ceiling are being ripped off. You know, when it's over and the winds have got down below tropical force storms, it's time to go to work. You know, you're hitting those, you're checking the hospital. Is the emergency generator running? You're looking at the power plants. Which ones are ripped up? How bad is it? You know, starting to get that first situational awareness, and then getting in the air if possible to get that overflight, that overview.
Depending on what FEMA's needs are or what DOE's needs are, we would go out and do damage assessments, work with local and regional agencies, get them information. A lot of times we're in the field getting information for DOE and helping to coordinate resources.
At times it is a high stress level, but ultimately what I like to do, it makes me feel good to work closely with people and support them to ensure that they get electricity, water, and food within the areas that have been hit by natural disasters.
So I've spent many years as a journeyman lineman, being able to be that public servant, being able to restore power. Joining ESF 12 was a way for me to continue doing that. It's a different way of being a public servant. It's a different way of helping communities and industry and people.
I've been volunteering for quite some time. In my previous life, I was in the Navy. It seems like with my engineering background and everything else I've done, this ESF 12 position kind of dovetailed into a kind of almost a natural fit. Working with many agencies takes a lot of coordination. They have, depending on what agency you're working with, they have different needs for their mission. So depending on what we gather in information in the field and puts in our sit reps, there are other agencies within the U.S. government that take that information to get an idea of what are the needs for the incident.
The most important part of my deployment is connecting with the people, the community. Shane Hester and I went up to, we're in Puerto Rico, and we drove about 45 minutes up into the hills, and we were talking to some elderly folks there, and they were just talking about their power being out. And it was out for, I believe, 2 weeks. And they were talking about how and what they did to maintain during those 2 weeks. They had no refrigeration, they had limited water, their food, they were using a lot of canned foods to be able to eat. But they were doing the best they could to support their family, and it was really sad. But we were there getting their lines up. We had to put a new pool up, and we were working with BPA at the time, which is the utility there that was able to support those efforts. But it really made me feel good because this gentleman shook my hand, shook our hands, and really thanked us and said, you know, without you guys' support, we'd still be out of electricity. So it was really rewarding to be able to know that we contributed and helped this family.
There is no script. You have a basis of you need situational awareness. How much information can you feed to the right people to help them? But there is no rules. There's no script on, yes, you will have the X, Y, and Z. There's a lot of times it's you're winging it, plain and simple.
Makes me feel really good to help people that have been hit with these natural disasters and listening to their stories, and it's really humbling to be able to have this opportunity to go to different areas and support these efforts, because they're hit pretty hard. I feel that my contribution matters. Every day when I come to work is a different day, but ultimately it's important to me that we're able to support the region. Every time you turn on the light, I know that I had something to do with that.